As an immigration lawyer that works with the relatives of people both in Syria and in Yemen, I spend a lot of time meeting with these people and understanding the crisis that's facing them and their families. In a way, very small way, I get an insight into the frustration that these families feel at the limits that immigration law and the response of the U.S. government has put their families into, the sort of crisis that their families have been put into.
I think the United States' role in the refugee crisis, predominantly out of countries like Syria and Afghanistan and Iraq, before I think our country is going to be able to come to a consensus on what role we should play in this refugee crisis, there needs to be a very serious and very honest conversation with our role and the conditions that have created this crisis.
We have temporary protected status for several thousand people that were in the United States at the time the Declaration of Temporary Protected Status was made. But that only allows them to stay in the United States. It doesn't allow them to reach out and bring their families to the United States to be with them. And it doesn't help any new arrivals to the United States. So in general, there hasn't been a broad effort to address this problem and address the displaced people from the point of view of the United States.
I think the fact that there's a very linear and traceable influence that the United States has had on that region that has contributed to a lot of the inhumanitarian conditions that we see there is something that we're going to have to face, preferably sooner than later. And I think once we've done that as a country, we'll be able to come together and decide.
The failure of the international community to come up with a comprehensive and durable solution for displaced people is showing itself here and is going to continue to show itself as other crises come up in the future. If we are serious about our commitment to humanitarian values and our commitment to respecting the rights of individuals as human beings entitled to life, entitled to security, it's going to take the United States, Europe, and the rest of the world committing both the resources and their social and political capital to making that happen.
I'm from France, and there are many refugees who come in France, and I'm very happy to welcome them because I think it's very important to welcome these people because they live in very bad condition, and I think they can bring many things to France.
I am from the United States. I'm the community mayor of Harlem in New York. I'm very much informed. The refugees, no one should be a refugee. So I'm against that.
Yes, I'm originally from Germany, so there are a lot of Syrian refugees in my home country. I feel relatively informed, but it's so dynamic and I feel changing about every week when I see the news, so it's hard to catch up. Well, through the German and also through the US news and generally through the media. You never know in life in which form you might be a refugee, and you depend on the gratitude and generosity of others that care for you. And if we wouldn't care, what world would we be living in? So I'm very, very much in favor of anybody in government or private who has a heart for refugees.
I'm from Argentina, so on the news there's always news about the Syrian refugees crisis. I have a positive view, that they are trying to leave the country because of war. So I think that countries should maybe welcome them because they're going through a very rough time. There's times of war, so I think countries should be open to them.
I have no idea what is going on in Fiji.
I have no idea about it. Giving them shelter, because it's like, I don't know if someone was telling me there's a drone that was going on Syria, and pretty much all of Syria is pretty much wiped out. There's just people camping around areas, trying to find food, and people who are running away from the country. They need food, they need shelter. They don't have money. They left their occupations, everything, so they have nothing.
So I think that they have every right to be here as long as they work and pay taxes.
Yeah.
And bring our country up and not down. I'm all for them being here. However, They got to come here, pay taxes like the rest of us and work. And no problem anybody being here. The problem is having the right people here doing the right thing.